Let's see what that is. At least whoever dug that hole, it is at least 10 meters away from the creek, so it's out of the riparian zone. So at least they did that right. Creek's over here somewhere. Yeah, it should be noted too that this kind of setup is illegal in BC, so I would not agree to that kind of mining. So when I'm prospecting, my area thought is this, and let me know in the comments what you guys think. And that is that you want to dig where the creek was, maybe 100, even 1,000 years ago before the Ice Age. Who knows, right? So to do that, you have to find what is called usually a bench. They could be flat tops on the terrain, going uphill or downhill. You'll find areas that will present like a V shape, and that could be where the creek was, and then it, through a flood event or glacier movement and gouging, the creek moved. In this case, the creek is now over there, about 25 meters or 30 meters. So if you think that this area had the creek, you have to dig down, obviously, and there's a ton of overburden because that V will get filled in with organics, trees falling over the years, and you'll get what I'm encountering here, as you saw in the first pan, is a ton of clay. That's organic. So you got to dig through that, unfortunately. This is the hard part. And what you want to do is start running into river rock. When you hit river rock, that's your gold zone. It doesn't mean that there's gold going to be there. It just means you've now found what used to be an ancient creek bed or a river bed, and you're going to now follow that in a way that maybe you will dig into an area that the gold has settled or got caught up in. But this clay stuff is just overburden, and it's pretty much useless to process. So whoever ran this, I think, wasted their time if they ran it through a sluice. Maybe they were just digging it out and doing some test pans, I don't know. So I don't know if I want to continue digging that down or not, because they gave up for a reason. But in some cases the overburden could be 10, 20, 30 feet deep. Like, who knows, right? It could be shallow, or it could be very deep. And this is the hard part about prospecting, is that you have to know what your limits are, and if you have reached them, you have to move on. Now what you want to do is explore the area and look for extrusions of rock, bedrock, maybe a small cliff face, because that doesn't get overburden on it. And then you could almost dig down, shallow hopefully, and you can find the V groove and find where that ancient riverbed was. So we're going to look around. Like I said, we're just going to test. We're going to do hundreds of pans probably, and map it out and see what happens. So of course, now that I've done a bunch of samples out of that pit, that hole that I found, that unfortunately makes it my hole now. So I will have to reclaim it and flatten her out. We don't leave open holes. It's unlawful, and it's just it's just a hazard if somebody comes walking along, or a poor animal, and boom, your toast, broken leg. So we'll fill that in before we leave. But we're gonna do a bunch of work around here first and make sure. We always have to reclaim. I'm hungry. Let's have some lunch. What time is it? It's time for lunch. What time is it? It's time for lunch. What time is it? It's time for lunch. Yeah, full blast. Love it. Love it. Okay, well, we had a good lunch, so I think it's time for, as Jerry would say, motherfucking beer time, or as the Gold Chasers would say, nutrients time. So, cheers. It's good. Got myself a wind-up crank radio. AM, FM, and the Weather Channel.
60% chance of showers. High 18. For with 60% chance of showers. Low 9. For Monday, cloudy. High 18. For Monday night, cloudy period.
Alright, time to get the old metal detector out and do some checking that way. Ground balance it first, and then you're ready to go. Let's see what that is. What the heck? Alright, it's in here. It's in here somewhere. A bullet. A bullet. All right. It took a while, but hole is filled in. That's what you're supposed to do, people. Hold on, I think it needs one more thing here. There we go. I think that looks much better. What do you think? Got the truck all packed up, ready to rock it out of here down the old goat trail. Jerry's all packed up. To say this claim's got some really nice camping areas. Can't complain about that. We did some good prospecting around here. Didn't find a whole lot, but the gold is here, I'm sure. We just have to go a little deeper, go into the rugged country a little bit. We'll be back. Found this paint can on the campsite here. There's still paint in it, so I'll get this out of here and throw it out properly. You always want to leave the site nicer than you found it, and that's what being a good miner is all about. So, all right, let's head down the trail.